What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Destiny 2 video taste. We'll be going over all the new faction rally weapons and gear and what faction you should choose and why. Let's go over the gear first. So let's start with Dead Orbit. Obviously, there's an emblem you can earn. This time around, looks like there's going to be a ship. Basically, if you hit a high enough level, you'll be able to earn some of these items. But if you hit the max level, you should be able to earn the new exotic ornament for the Eye of Another World. It's a Warlock exotic helmet. Plus, you can get the Graviton Lance Catalyst as well. Obviously, you can check out some of the new gear here. It looks Basilisk themed. Obviously, like if you could check out the picture on the right, there's like a snake surrounding the Traveler, there's a sword through it, so I'm assuming it's some sort of medieval thing. If you look at the Warlock bond, it has like the same snake formation on it with wings, so I'm pretty sure a snake with wings is called a basilisk or something like that. It's like something from a Harry Potter movie too. It's the second one, but yeah, I kind of like this gear. I definitely like the black and white. The green kind of throws me off a little bit, but still, this gear looks pretty nice. Next, let's go over Future Work Call. Obviously, there's going to be an emblem involved with it, just like with every other faction. Instead of a ship, it looks like you can earn a sparrow this time around. There's the exotic ornament for the Knucklehead Radar, which is a hunter exotic helmet. And then if you hit the max rank, I'm pretty sure you can earn the Sunshot exotic catalyst. Obviously, the Sunshot's already pretty good, so improving it's going to be pretty awesome. As you can tell from the gear, it kind of looks the same. Obviously, it has like the new Future War Cult logo on all the weapons and all those lines and whatnot. Personally, I like the shader this time around. It gets rid of the red and it just makes it purple and gold. The purple and gold is awesome, like with the red added into it. I don't really like it, but I definitely like the shader, or like whatever the color is this time around versus the old ones, but still, the gear doesn't really have anything different involved. Next, we have New Monarchy. Obviously, there's going to be an emblem. I don't know if any of the emblems are going to track anything, but I'm assuming they will. Looks like there's going to be a ship that's going to be involved as well in New Monarchy. You can earn the exotic ornament for the chest of Alpha Luffy, and what's really cool, it actually has the New Monarchy logo on it when you put the ornament on. It's like right on the chest. It's pretty awesome. And once you hit max rank, you can earn the Sweet Business Catalyst. Obviously, a lot of people don't use Sweet Business, so I believe the Catalyst will make it a lot better and maybe it'll be a little more usable. Let's check out the ornaments. So obviously, they're trying to keep their knight medieval theme with New Monarchy and whatnot. I actually like the cosmetics this time around for New Monarchy, especially that Warlock helmet. It looks very, very interesting. And yeah, this stuff looks pretty nice. Now I'll be going over all the new weapons that are going to be coming in the upcoming faction rally. And yeah, let's just start with Dead Orbit. So the first weapon they're going to have available is the AUG Mid-Kinetic Hand Cannon. It looks like the typical revolver hand cannon here. Let's check out the perks on it. So it comes with aggressive frame, high damage, high recoil, steady hand HCS, which is a sight, stable hand cannon sight, increased stability, increases handling speed. They have crossfire HCS, sharp hand cannon sight, increases range, slightly decreases stability, and then slightly decreases handling speed. And then you have hit mark HCS, accurate hand cannon sight, slightly increases range. You have two magazine options. You have alloy magazine, faster reloads when the magazine is empty, and then armor piercing rounds, rounds that cause extra damage to combat shields and over penetrate targets, which slightly increases range. And then its last perk is Rampage. Kills with this weapon temporarily grant increased damage, stacks up to 3 times. So this is obviously a 110 per minute RPM hand cannon. That's the slowest archetype to have in the game right now. Having Rampage on it might make it pretty good. Maybe not in a crucial setting, but definitely in a PvE setting, especially if you have Alloy Mag on. You can reload this thing very fast and still have Rampage times 3. Well, if you have it on, it would still be procced, especially when you reload it. So there's definitely some playability with this hand cannon. The next one for Dead Orbit is going to be a sniper. It's going to be called the Anelia. Let's check out its perks. So it comes with rapid fire frame, deeper ammo reserve, slightly faster reload when the magazine is empty, 2 scopes, zoom 30 focus, powerful scope, long zoom, greatly increases range, decrease the handling speed, and then zoom 10 point, balanced scope, short zoom, increase the handling speed, and then slightly increases range. You have 2 magazine options, accurized rounds. This weapon can fire at longer distances, increases range. Then you have flared magwell, optimized for fast reloading, slightly increases stability, and then greatly increases reload speed. And then you have opening shot, improved accuracy and range on the opening shot of attack. The thing that really turns me off about this weapon is opening shot. It's a sniper rifle. You really don't need improved range. Yeah, maybe improved accuracy, but definitely not improved range. Flared magwell is obviously going to increase the stability. I'd probably go zoom point 10 for the scope, but other than that, there's nothing really special about this sniper. Now, the winning reward you can get from Dead Orbit this time around is called the Basilisk Shotgun. So let's check out its perks. Comes with rapid fire frame, deeper ammo reserve, slightly faster reload when magazine is empty, smooth bore, smooth shotgun barrel, greatly increases range at the cost of more projectile spread, rifle barrel, range shotgun barrel, increases range, greatly decreases handling speed, fluted barrel, ultralight barrel, greatly increases handling speed, slightly increases stability. And you have 2 magazine options, extended mag. Obviously, this is going to make the mag bigger while taking down your reload speed. And they have accurized rounds. This one can fire at longer distances, increases range, and then you have auto loading holster. The holster weapon is automatically reloaded after a short period of time. Overall, I think the shotgun's going to be pretty good. It falls within the really fast firing archetype. You could put rifle barrel on it and accurized rounds for the max range possible with a good projectile spread on this weapon. The only thing that I don't really like is auto loading holster. I mean, I think auto loading holster would be good in a PvE setting, because you could just fire all the rounds in it, put it in your backpack, still do optimal DPS, and then whip it back out and still use it. But still, in a Crucible setting, auto-loading holster doesn't really do a lot, considering you don't always have power ammo, and half the time, like, you're not going to have enough ammo to auto-reload it into the holster. But I think the shotgun would still perform it fairly well. Alright, let's move on to the future Wool Colt. One of the weapons they're going to have available is the Magnum Shepherd Pulse Rifle. Let's check out the perks. Adaptive frame, well-rounded grip, reliable and sturdy. Ranged lensed RLR5 precision scope, long zoom, decreases handling speed while increases range. And then the Red Dot 2 MOA, my favorite sight. Snapshot sight, short zoom, slightly increases range, increases handling speed. You have 2 mag options, extended mag, increases mag and slowers your reload time. And then you have alloy magazine, faster reloads when the magazine is empty. And then lastly, you have high impact reserves, round at the end of the magazine, deal more damage. So overall, I think this pulse rifle would be okay. The only thing that turns me off is the mag options. It's either you have a bigger mag with slow reload, or you have a really fast reload when your magazine is empty. There's not really a lot of stability that comes with either of these magazines. I don't know, you definitely have to play around with it, whichever one you'd like. But Red Dot 2 MOA is a really good sight, and then high impact reserves is a top tier trait perk to have on a pulse rifle. Definitely need to test out adaptive frame. Pulse rifles actually just got a huge buff in the 1.2.0 update 2 updates ago, so I think this pulse rifle would do okay, but obviously it's not going to perform as well as a Vigilant Swing or a Graviton Lance. The next weapon they're going to have available is called the Pit Launcher. This is a legendary rocket launcher. Check out the perks. Comes with aggressive frame, high damage, high recoil. 3 launch options. Hard launch. This weapon's launch barrel is optimized for projectile speed. Greatly increases projectile speed, decreases stability, and slightly decreases blast radius. Counter mass. This weapon is weighted for vertical recoil. Gladiator controls recoil, increased stability, increased handling speed. You have quick launch. This weapon's barrel provides faster projectiles and much faster aiming. Greatly increases handling speed and then increases projectile speed. You have 2 mag options, I should say. High explosive ordnance. This weapon's projectiles are larger and travel faster. Increased blast radius, slightly increased projectile speed, and decreased magazine size. They have high velocity rounds. This weapon's projectiles are particularly light and quick. Increases projectile speed and increases reload speed. And then finally you have snapshot sights, faster time to aim down sights. So overall, I think with the launches and with its I would say rocket/mag options, it would be a pretty good rocket launcher. The only thing that turns me off is snapshot sights, because that's pretty useless on a rocket launcher, considering most people hip fire with it anyway. And obviously the rocket launchers that come with cluster bombs are the ones that are going to be dominating in all activities, so I don't think this rocket launcher could match up to a Sins of the Past or anything like that. Now, if you pledge a future work and they win, you will get the Vision Legendary Sidearm. This is an Omelon sidearm, so you already know it's going to be pretty good. Check out the perks. Comes with Omelon adaptive frame, well-rounded, reliable, fires a 3-round burst. 3 sight options: target SAS, sharp sidearm sight, increases range, slightly decreases stability, and slightly decreases handling speed. The short spec SAS, balanced sidearm, slightly increased stability, slightly increases handling speed, and slightly increases range. You have the Farpoint SAS, pinpoint sidearm sight, greatly increases range, decreases stability, and decreases the handling speed. 2 magazine options, accurized rounds. This weapon can fire at distances, increases range. Appended magazine. This weapon's magazine is built for higher capacity, increases magazine size. You have kill clip, reloading after a kill grants increased damage. So this sidearm, obviously the Omelon sidearms are the best of the best. Look at Last Hope. It's definitely probably one of the best ones in the class. Definitely look at Traveler's Judgment. It's not particularly Omelon, but still it does fall within the same archetype, especially with having an Omelon sidearm with kill clip on. This thing is going to be super overpowered, dude. Like, once you get 1 kill, it's super fast because the Omelon sidearms drop everybody very quickly. Activate kill clip, drop them even faster. So this is probably the best winning weapon out of all of them so far. Lastly, let's go over new Monarchy's weapons. So first up, we have the Biden-Hander submachine gun. It is a Hake SMG, so it falls within that 600 rate of fire archetype. Check out the perks. Comes with precision frame. This weapon's recoil pattern is more predictably vertical. 2 sight options: the SC Holo sight, which the Hake Solo sights. Medium zoom, greatly increases range, slightly decreases handling speed. You have SD thermal, Hake thermal imaging scope. Medium zoom, highlights enemy targets, increases range. You have 2 magazine options. You have extended mag. This weapon has a greatly increased magazine size, but reloads much slower. Greatly increases magazine size, and then obviously reloads much slower. And then high caliber rounds. Shots from this weapon knock back the target farther, slightly increases range. And then its last perk, Ambitious Assassin, overflows the magazine based on the number of rapid kills before reloading. So this SMG is kind of weird because the SC Holo sight is probably the best psyched to have for SMGs because it gives a lot of range, just like with the Anio. Plus, you have high caliber rounds for that flinch factor that could be added onto it. But Ambitious Assassin really isn't a perk that's going to be used a lot in the Crucible. It definitely can be used a lot in, I would say, PvE activities, but definitely not in the Crucible. It's kind of weird because I definitely want to try it out just because of the SC hole and the high caliber rounds. Ambitious Assassin, yeah, can add a few more shots to your magazine after you get a kill, but it's obviously not as good as what Kill Clip is. The next one we have is called the XB1 7 rifle. It is a Suros pulse rifle falling within the adaptive frame archetypes. Check it out. So adaptive frame, well-rounded grip, reliable, sturdy. 3 side options: the SRO-41 ocular, Suros threat evaluation, long zoom, highlights enemy targets, increases range. The SLO-10 post, Suros projection sight, short zoom, increased handling speed, slight increases range. You have the SRO-52 ocular, Suros range combat scope, long zoom, greatly increases range, decreases handling speed. 2 magazine options: ricochet rounds, rounds ricochet off hard surfaces, increases stability and slightly increases range. And pendant magazine, this weapon's magazine is built for higher capacity, increases magazine size. And then you have Zen moment, causing damage with this weapon increases its stability. So obviously the adaptive frame archetype of pulse rifles obviously got a buff in the 1.2.0 update, allowing them to fire faster and whatnot. The thing that's going to be really cool is ricochet rounds having that increased stability and increased range, plus Zen Moment. Zen Moment is definitely a top tier perk in my opinion, especially since Last Hope comes with it, and the Null Calamity 9, some other weapons that perform really well in the Crucible. So I think this pulse rifle could come up and be a good pulse rifle in a PvP setting. Now, if New Monarchy wins, their winning weapon is called the Broadsword Launcher. It is a Suros rocket launcher. Let's check out the perks. Comes with adaptive frame, well-rounded grip, reliable, sturdy. 3 launch options: countermass. This weapon is weighted for vertical recoil, greatly controls recoil, increased stability, increases handling speed. Volatile launch. This weapon is optimized for especially explosive payload, greatly increases blast radius, slightly decreases handling, and then slightly decreases projectile speed. Smart drift control. This barrel is broadly optimized for firing control, moderately controls recoil, increased stability, increased handling speed, and slightly increases projectile speed. You have 2 explosive/mag options: implosion rounds. This weapon's projectiles travel faster and have controlled explosion, increases projectile speed, greatly increases stability, and slightly decreases blast radius. Then you have high velocity rounds. This weapon's projectiles are particularly light and quick, increased projectile speed, increases reload speed. And then this last perk is auto-loading holster. The holster weapon is automatically reloaded after a short period of time. Obviously, kind of like the same thing with the Future War Cult rocket launcher. Like, yeah, it has some good perks, but its trait perk, auto-loading holster. Auto-loading holster is good. Sins of the Past comes with it, but Sins of the Past also comes with cluster bombs. So I don't think this rocket would perform well in PvE, just damage-wise, but PvP, if you just hit somebody, it'll kill them just like with any other dang rocket that you're going to use. But still, I don't think this thing can compare with the Sins of the Past. Now, which faction should you choose and why you should choose it? So I feel that you have one of 2 options to choose from when it comes to picking a faction. You either have weapon perks or cosmetics. Let's go over cosmetics first. So if you're someone who's in the game just for the ornaments and the shaders and other things like that, then my ranking for the 3 factions would probably go New Monarchy first, Dead Orbit second, Future War Cult third. But if you want a specific exotic ornament, then just go with the faction that has the ornament that you want, or if there's a specific shader that you want out of those ones, like definitely just go with that one. What all the gear looks like right now is what the shaders are going to look like, so just keep that in mind as well. Now for weapon perks, let's start with the weapons that are available. In my opinion, Future War Cult has the best weapons overall compared to the other factions at the moment. The reason I'm saying this is because the Vision Sidearm, which is the winning weapon that could happen, fits into the Omelon archetype, which is the best in the game, and it has Kill Clip, which again is the best perk to have in the game on any weapon. Like the Anio comes with it, dude. Anio melts like crazy, so having an Omelon sidearm that melts like crazy with Kill Clip is going to be completely crazy. If you're going for the exotic catalyst though, for those weapons, you might want to go with Dead Orbit, considering Graviton Lance is the best weapon in Destiny 2 PvP right now at the moment. Having the catalyst will make it considerably better. There's no damage fall off, and you get hidden hand, which increases your target acquisition as well. So if you go with Dead Orbit, the Graviton catalyst is going to be freaking amazing. I would say in summary, weapons-wise, I'd go with Future War Cult or Dead Orbit just because the weapons are pretty solid compared to New Monarchy. Cosmetics-wise, I would just go with New Monarchy just because they look really cool. I definitely like the theme that they have going on over there. But Catalyst-wise, I'd probably go with Dead Orbit over all of them just because Graviton Lance is pretty good, and Future War Cult comes to a close second because Sunshot can perform really well, and making it better is just going to be better. Alright guys, that's all of the Faction Rally weapons and gear and my thoughts on which faction you should choose. If you want to support me, there'll be a link below. Say best way to support me. It'll take you to a 4-minute video. It's not Patreon or anything like that. I believe it's a lot better than Patreon. I believe you guys get a lot more out of it than if you do Patreon. But if you don't want to do that, you can always like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on that bell next subscribe if you want to see when I drop some new content. Obviously, these faction rally weapons are coming out, so I'll definitely be able to drop some stuff on that. Share this video, and then comment what you guys want to see below. Again, I'm making content for you, so whatever you guys want to see, I will try to put it out there as quickly as possible. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. We'll catch you next time.